All right, here are 7 effective ways to cut down your energy bill. You won't hear about some of these that often, but they all do work. I'm gonna rank them by how easy they are to do and how impactful it is to your bill. So number 7 is installing low flow faucets and shower heads. Low flow shower heads and faucets are designed to use less water without sacrificing water pressure or comfort. A normal shower head might use about 2.5 gallons per minute, and these low flow ones can get down to 1.5 per minute, reducing water consumption by 40%. And same thing with the faucets. The way they do this is aerating the water, so just mixing it with air. That way it retains similar water pressure. So this will not only help you cut down your water bill if you're on public water, but also reduce your electric bill because less water needs to be heated up. So the purpose of low flow shower heads and faucets are to limit water consumption and heating costs. The cost for both of these are around the same as any standard ones. For shower heads, it's about $20 to $50 and around $100 or so for a new faucet. This can save you around 30% on your water bill and 5 to 10% on your electricity bill. The 6th upgrade is switching to LED bulbs. Most houses have incandescent bulbs which burn out faster and use much more energy. These usually only last about 1,000 hours before burning out, but LED bulbs can last up to 25 to 50,000 hours, consume about 75% less energy, and put out almost no heat at all. When you say LED bulbs, a lot of people think about the blindingly bright white ones. Like, I can't turn those on when I'm getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. And even worse are the ones on like vehicle headlights. Those are crazy and should probably not be allowed to be that bright. But for your home, you can get them in an even warmer color than the incandescents and have them be dimmable too. So the purpose of changing to LED bulbs is to reduce electric bill and also keep bulbs running longer. The upfront cost of LEDs are higher than incandescents by about 50% at about $6 for a 4-pack of bulbs, but make up for it by lasting 25 to 50 times longer and reducing your electric bill by around 5%. I would say from just a savings standpoint, it's probably not worth throwing out any standard bulbs that are still functioning, but once it's time to replace them, go with the LED to maximize savings. Okay, the 5th best way to save money on your electricity bill is getting a programmable thermostat. A programmable thermostat lets you set a schedule around your normal routine to optimize the temperature. For example, let's say your comfortable temperature is at 70 degrees. You can set the thermostat to turn down each night around when you usually go to bed to 65 degrees. Since it's colder at night and most people like to sleep in the cold anyway. Then you can set it back to 70 at 6 a.m. when you're about to wake up, so it's comfortable for you. Same thing when you leave from work from 9 to 5, whether it's winter or summer, you can set it to 65 or 75 while you're gone. Then set it to go back to 70 degrees at like 4 p.m. so it's where you want it by the time you get home. They have ones where you can set it differently each weekday for the weekends and if your schedule isn't consistent, or even better, there's ones you can connect to your phone. That way, if you're doing something outside of your normal schedule, you can adjust it while you're gone. So the purpose of a programmable thermostat is to reduce HVAC workload while you're away or sleeping. The cost of these are about $10 to $50 more than a standard thermostat at around $25 to $75, and the savings on your electric bill would be around 5 to 15%. The 4th way to reduce your energy bill is regular HVAC maintenance. Now this isn't necessarily an upgrade, but it's an easy way to reduce your electricity bill and extend the life of your HVAC system. So regular HVAC maintenance is just when a technician comes out every 6 months or a year and does preventative maintenance, including inspecting whatever type of system you have to make sure it's running efficiently and cleaning different parts of the unit. At the end, they'll give you an update on how everything looks and make sure you're changing your filters regularly. The purpose of this is to make sure the HVAC system is running efficiently and extend its useful life. The cost of a maintenance tune-up is around $75 to $200 per visit, and the savings can reduce your electric bill by 10 to 15% and extend the life of the system 3 to 5 years to help you avoid a $5,000 to $10,000 replacement. Number 3 is replacing any old windows. Modern windows focus much more on energy efficiency than older ones. Now they have double pane windows that help reduce heat transfer and coatings that repel outside heat in the summer and reflect heat back in the winter. Also, the frames are made out of much more efficient materials like vinyl instead of wood, so they don't deteriorate as quickly, and this also helps prevent air leaks. So the purpose of new windows is to reduce electric bill, and this is also going to increase the value of your home. The cost of this are going to be around $500 each and add up to a savings of 10 to 25% on your electricity bill, depending on your climate and how rough the previous windows were. The second best upgrade to lower your energy bill is sealing air leaks. So sealing air leaks involves using weather strips on door frames and window parts, using caulk on any gaps around the floor, and expanding foam around pipes or anywhere utilities enter the home. This is very DIY friendly and not a big upfront cost at all. The purpose of this is to lower heating and cooling costs and also keep out bugs and water. The cost to do the entire house would be no more than $100 or $200, and the savings could reduce your electricity bill by by 10 to 20%. So similar savings to new windows, but much easier to do and less upfront cost. But the best upgrade to lower your electricity bill is upgrading your insulation. So insulation could deteriorate from things like age, pests, or if you have an older home, you may have little to no insulation at all. If you need to upgrade your insulation, it's usually the best ROI to work your way down from top to bottom. So replace the attic first, then walls, then basement or crawl space. The main purpose of this is to improve energy efficiency. The cost for the entire house would be around $3,000 to $10,000, but the savings could reduce your energy bill by 15 to 30% depending on how poor the previous installation was. Now, if your home needs these upgrades, it probably means it's a little outdated and could use some modernizing. So you can watch this video here for 5 affordable ways to modernize an older home. And if you need help buying, selling, or investing in real estate, all my information is in the description.